Day 101. Hello, YouTube. I look good in this hat. Too bad I don't look good at this angle. Surprise, I cut my hair. Oh, yeah, and I also got cookies for, no particular reason whatsoever. I was just felt like it, On an unrelated note, that bitch fucking expat is gone. Woo! So yeah, but I think I spent like a cumulative total of like less than 6 hours at the workplace. Cause yeah, I woke up around the same time because I guess like muscle memory. Somehow my body knows like when is a weekday and when is a weekend because like I have no trouble sleeping in on weekends. Actually, no, like I have no trouble sleeping in on weekends. But like I guess when my body's in like weekday mode, it knows like. So even though I set my alarms off to like really late to like ring at 8, I still woke up at like 7:30 anyways. So there's that. But then I drove there, got there at 9 exactly, was like, whoops, forgot my hat, and also forgot my jacket, which I was like, the jacket's optional because like, I don't really need it, or it's not that hot, it's not that cold today, it's actually, well, let me take it off, it's kind of hot actually. I also forgot to turn the fan on, or the AC fan on when I got home, so kind of stuffy in here as well. Enjoy the view of the ceiling fan or ceiling light while I turn that on. There we go. I don't know if you can hear that now, but yeah. Ugh, excuse me. And I left for lunch. And normally you're supposed to come back at like 1-ish, like I say, like even the expats, they get back or between like 1:15 and 1:30. But I got back at a whopping 2:20, which is like almost an hour and a half later. Cause well, let me do the math. 9 minus 2, yeah, or well, less than 7 hours at the workplace when I normally spend 8. Yeah, because I drove to the cookie place and they handed me a bag, and I didn't think twice because I don't know, I'm running on like 5 hours of 5. Yeah, I'm running on like 5.5 hours of sleep, and I didn't think twice didn't think much about it. Like, yeah, the weight seems about right. This is like $17 worth of cookies, right? Or 16 plus tax, but yeah. And when I got back, I opened it and I'm like, wait, this is 12 cookies. On the menu, it says each cookie is $2. Well, except for the premium ones, but we don't consider those. And so I did the math. It's like I'm receiving $24 worth of cookies at a discount, so it's 8, but I ordered 2 bags. I thought like maybe they put like the contents of both bags into like one to consolidate. No, that wasn't the case. I called them to like make sure, and I was like, fuck, because 12. I'm thinking of like listing all the coworkers that I know / like. And it's like, yeah, that's not enough. And I most certainly like 10 cookies for $17 is a fucking scam. Or not 10, 12. I mean, I thought it was 10 at first because like I saw 5 at the top and I assumed it was 5 at the bottom, but no, there were 7 at the bottom. I guess maybe one of them fell down. So yeah, I went back, and then that was like another 30 minutes. So yeah, everyone was pretty happy though, and got to have a little laugh with two of my coworkers. one of them who was like, who especially was like given grief, or yeah, every time they interacted, he would like get real worked up. So, yippee! Yeah, oh yeah, the government shutdown affected airports. Like I saw a reel where like the TSA line spilled down all the way to like the outside of the airport, and it looked like the opening line for like a convention center. You know, like if you've been to Anime Expo, you know, like there were times, or you might have heard stories from people who went to Anime Expo during like certain years, where it would literally wrap around the building and like almost reach the highway or something like that. Yeah, it's crazy. It looked like that. And it's like the fact that the TSA lines went all the way out to the all the way outside the building in the first place, let alone like wrap around several times. Like you can see like hundreds of people outside. It's crazy. What a world we live in, right? Is government shutdown, yippee! But yeah, well, today also kind of sucked because like it was more translating between people, and then I don't know. I let sort of like some things get to me more than others, and part of it's like repetition. I just constantly like, or like someone asked me to like, it's like, oh, when I was going to do something, oh, Eric, do you have access to the printer, right? And I was like, yeah. They were like, oh, can you print this for me? It didn't come out right, and they're like, okay, let me fix it. Also, can you make these modifications? And it's like, okay. Didn't come out right again. It just, there's a weird splotch on my table because I spilled something. Can't imagine what it is. It's like, yeah, it's like I smeared something on there. Can you see that? Probably not. Oh well. But right, back to my story. Just, yeah, it's just like, oh, can you make this change? Can you do this? Can you do that? It's like, did you not like, fucking, in your like what, 30 plus, or you've probably been at this company or like in China, like working in China for like at least 5+ years. I'm looking at like the gray hairs on your head, and it's like, let's say 10, right? Do you not know how to operate Excel? Like, could you not have like decided this beforehand? It's like, oh, Eric, we got the price wrong. Actually, it's not $19, it's $19.90. We actually needed to change this, change that. It's like me running back and forth between the print room and like, it's like, come on, dog, like finally, like get all your shit together before asking, right? I'm running like back and forth, like making all these changes, and I'm about to walk off, and it's like you keep calling me back. Oh yeah, besides, sort of like, I was already tilted from like the 8 p.m. overtime as sort of like carried over to today. But it turns out, I thought we were 90% done. No, we were more like 60%, because, ooh, sugar cookie. Yeah, there's one, or like, I have like 10 in the other bag, but there's one remaining. It's true. Because previously, like the Ethernet cables, the coworker who left for China today, he was like, oh, that's IT's responsibility, don't worry about it, just do the black power strip cables. And we did that, but turns out today we also had to do the Ethernet cables, and there are like 8 different points, and like some of them were really easy, you know, just like cut the zip ties binding them together, because if they're like bound together like this, circular, then like the thing is like flat and rectangular, and it'll like it won't really fit. Imagine like this is symmetrical, like it's like a bracket, not just like an L shape, but once you cut it and it's flat, it'll be able to like rest snug against the ground. So some of them were easy, but like others had to do like a lot of cable management, which sucks, especially with how they worked. Some of them were like nearly impossible because the cable covers are like a set length. It's not really even a cable cover. It's like a galvanized sheet like bracket. It looks like this from the side, and the proper cable covers, the ones that look like have a trapezoidal cross section, they're way too small. So we ended up, I guess, using those anyways. We'll see what the fucking senior associate vice president has to say about it. The big boss. He's the one who's been like pressing, I guess, my coworker really hard for this, and yeah. But like they're a set length, right? But some of them, the Ethernet cables, they drop down from the table, like they run down a table leg and against the ground, and sometimes they like when they reach the pillar, they're like, oh, I'm gonna do a right turn. The thing is, and there's no way like for me to, if they like turn right here like this, but the bar is like this, when I press it against one end as much as possible and I have it reach the other end, it's like this. I can't, there's no way to make the cable go from like this to like up, down, and then right, because it's a bundle of cables and I can't, like, it's not possible. So yeah, it feels like I've done like nearly nothing today and yet a lot. Translating takes a lot out of me. The fucking this is mostly tilting. It's like you think that you're done, but it's like, nope, there's more on top of this fucking garbage fire. But I get, oh, this is really sweet. But like everyone said, like, ooh, this is good. And they wanted to like know the name, so I'm not gonna gatekeep. It's Tiff's Treats. If you ever find yourself in Houston, my condolences in that case. But maybe they have locations outside of Texas, in which case, congrats. You should try it out, especially if they participate in Too Good to Go, because like one cookie for $2 is kind of expensive, but like 12 cookies for $8, that's like better than what you find at like the grocery store, and like these are made with love, they're good. Lunch or breakfast, right? I mentioned yesterday in like the comment, in like comment, just like a follow-up comment, by the time like the rice was finished, I actually like wasn't really that hungry anymore, because like I had ate the mashed potatoes with cabbage again, and I bought like yuzu jam or yuzu jam. It's like a citrus fruit from H Mart, and I add that to, and like every once in a while I add that to sparkling water to make like a yuzu drink. So I had that, and then I like, when the rice was finally done and I mixed it with the unagi, I wasn't really that hungry, so I ate a little bit of it and then had the leftovers for breakfast. Lunch was the croissant scrambled egg sandwich. I currently have 2 remaining, and I put the rest in the freezer. The way I phrased it, you might have thought for like a split second I just ate all the croissants, like just 12 in the span of like 3 days. Yeah, that would have been impressive, but no. Yeah, I think I have like 6 in the freezer. 2. Huh. Yeah, I guess it is 6, because I've only eaten like a croissant scrambled egg sandwich twice so far. Wait, no. Yeah, whatever. It felt like 8, but I guess it is 6. Oh no, the reason why it felt like so many was because I had to like cut each of and every single one of them in half, and I had like a tiny knife, dinky little fruit knife, and it's like having to like serrate it back and forth so it doesn't just like not press into the bread without cutting it. That's enough yapping. Wow. Fucking delicious. A well-earned cookie. Actually, did I show like across? Did I even show? Damn, I'm like a bad mukbanger. Here's like a cross section of the cookie. Here's like an up close of the cookie. It's a damn good cookie. Just like me, I'm a good cookie. Alright, that's enough shit posting. I guess the last thing I want to talk about is day 101. Do I keep going? I mean, I think it'd be pretty fitting because I ended my last 100 days of high school series on I ended it at day 101 as well. It's like the day after graduation, or the day after like my last day of school, the graduation ceremony, and like how we got together in like a friend's backyard and sang Country Roads karaoke to celebrate. My friend group, aka like my high school robotics / engineering team, was kind of quirky. So yeah, happy 101 days. I've survived 101 days at Foxconn. Here's hoping to a couple more. I don't know. It's yeah, lots of company politics, lots of interesting dynamics. But I don't know. Despite the fact that there's never a dull moment, and despite all the exciting moments, I guess I kind of like it here. I mean, I feel like if like the local hires, half of them were to like not be here, I think I'd have a lot more reason to just start acting out and like, or just straight up leave. But yeah, I like it. I think with that, I've come to the conclusion that I'm gonna end this end this series. Maybe I'll upload every once in a while. I'll definitely keep track of the days, and I guess it'll be more broken up. It's so that way it's not just like, here's what I ate for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Work sucked. But yeah. Well, I'd normally say that's about it. See you tomorrow, but I guess, yeah, this is it for now. See you in the not so distant future, I guess. Maybe no, I'm not gonna make empty promises. I'll make a clay video again one day, but I guess in the meantime, check out the figure of Scotty from Arknights that I made, right? Fuck my hands, I don't want to get sugar dust all over myself or all over the floor. Or I think I have a cockroach problem. I definitely have a fruit fly problem, even though it's been like, well, before I bought the bananas, it's been like weeks since I last had like fresh fruit that wasn't stored in the fridge. Check out the video here. Hopefully I remember to like add that in, but if not, whatever, just search by most popular, it'll show up. Well, as of like November 2025, who knows, maybe I'll like blow up in December. Oh, I feel like my mustache, or like the stubble I have, just makes the close up that much more visceral. I don't know. I'll stop the recording when I finish this cookie. I'm a very slow eater, as you can tell. I'm not really chewing, it's like basically mush in my mouth, but I'm like savoring this, savoring the moment. It's also like saying goodbye in a way, right? Like, who know? Like, I'm not gonna die. It's not like my channel's going away, but it's the end of, I guess, something special. Yeah, and I feel like without this series, it's gonna be a lot harder at keeping track of like. I think I touched upon this earlier in the previous video, but keeping track of time, right? Because it's like 101 days instead of like, week 1, week 2, week 3, 1 through 16, and then having midterms in like week 5, I think. Second round of midterms on week 10, and then finals on week 16/17. It's not really that anymore. And it's like, it feels weird not having to look at the calendar to look ahead for holidays, so that way I know to turn off my alarms because I don't have classes that day. But now it's just like, holiday? Nope, we only have like 6 holidays. 2 of them are like Thanksgiving and Christmas, and the rest are like federal holidays. But the rest of the time you just basically come to work, and it's like, damn. Yeah, I've rambled on for long enough. Bye for now. Sincerely, Eric.